back, everyone. This is your host, Rev Adam, and on today's episode, we're making blessed salt. Now, in this bowl, I have filled it with sea salt. Now, this is pure sea salt, and what we're going to do is we're going to bless this salt, and then we're going to package it. And I'm also going to give you a couple of ideas. Now, let's go ahead and begin with the blessing first. This is a very simple blessing, but very powerful. Remember, it's all about the intentions you put into any item that you're blessing. This is just an example of one item. In the name of all the universe, in the name of all that was, in the name of all that is or shall ever be, in the name of the highest power, in the name of Source, in the name of God, in the many names and faces of God, I bless this salt that it may be holy and pure. I bless this salt so that wherever it is scattered or it goes, it purifies and removes all negative energies and all negative spirits from its surrounding area. I purify and bless this salt so that it may be holy, and that it may be effective for all those that seek to use its power and its grace. I bless this salt with the violet flame so that it may purify and cleanse wherever it goes, and for all those that use it. I bless this salt within the powers of Uriel, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. And I bless this salt now with the powers of Saint Michael using his prayer. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. I bless this salt by all the powers of God, by all the might of God, by all the light of God. I bless this salt by the heart of God. I bless this salt with the powers of unconditional love. I bless this salt by the powers of the universal, divine, collective consciousness of all that is pure and good. May it be as above, so below. Now that we've blessed our salt, I can tell you that you can use any prayer that you feel is necessary, long as it is from your heart and long as it is pure. When you use these prayers that are pure and from your heart, the energy that you're projecting into that salt with your intention, your prayer, your heart, it gets trapped into the salt and then released when the salt is used. The salt is also going to represent the salt of the earth. It represents purification within itself and already has natural capabilities, magical or spiritual capabilities, whatever you want to call it, that the Mother Earth, God, the great source has done for this. And when they made salt, when salt was created within all of creation along with everything else, salt was deemed something to help purify, something to help ground, something that will help people balance, okay? So salt is very important in spirituality because we will use it to cleanse a home by placing it in the four corners of the home and doorways and windows. You can place it on all corners. Even a little bit tossed underneath the bed helps with protection at night. You can use blessed salt for many different things. You can put it in distilled or spring water and bless the water, and then you have holy water. But that's another episode. So today, I'm just showing you how to do this. Now, how to bless this salt. I'm going to share with you, and in one moment, please. If you take a essential oil, for example. Now, I don't know where my frankincense is. I just bought some, but I'm going to use this rosemary instead. You could add frankincense to this. You could add essential oil of myrrh. It's really about your preferences. If you're going to do anything, I would add essential oils only, because you don't want to muck up the salt with ground up resins. Now, this is rosemary essential oil. You could always add a few drops to this, and then you would take your spoon and mix it up well, and I would do that before you bless it. Today I'm just doing a very basic base, which is just the salt itself. It's going to be very powerful, but it's just the salt in this case. And this will be available on the website at merlinstaff.com, as well as possibly through Facebook. Remember, this is blessed salt now. I've had incense going. I have my working candle going. This incense is actually John the Conqueror root, which is very good at having to add power and aid to whatever work you're doing. It's very good for that. So I like to use that quite a bit. Sometimes I'll mix it up, and I've got a little bit of frankincense and myrrh in there with it, because I am doing a holy activity right now. I'm blessing the salt, and we want to make sure that we get those highest vibrations within it. Sometimes if you want to do a more powerful salt when you have an exorcist coming to visit, or you're doing a exorcism of your own within the home, which I really don't suggest you do unless you're professional. But if you have a poltergeist or something and you're kind of looking for something in the meantime to bide you by, I would mix cinnamon powder in with the salt. You just need, for this amount, I would use about 4 tablespoons, but for a cup, I would only use about 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder. And you would mix that in, add a bit of frankincense essential oil if you have it. If not, that's okay. Do the prayer and then place it within the doors, the windows, and the corners of the home, making sure that you're going in a clockwise motion around the home is my preference. Now, a lot of people like to go counterclockwise to remove negative energies. I do clockwise for everything. I feel it just keeps the energy moving, and it gets it, gets all that negative energy out. You're kind of forcing negative energy out by using positive energy to bring it in. But thank you for tuning in to today's episode. And when you're done blessing it, you can always bag it up. And I have these bags here. These are little Ziploc bags that have that foil in the back. I like these for presentation, because they will stand up once they're full, or you have them kind of spread out a little bit more. And there we go. And don't forget to label whatever you package, so that way you always remember what you've made. Thank you, and namaste.